Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm Adriana Barros, therapist of the Table for Accelerated Prosperity and manifestation therapist. I'm here today on this 1010 portal, which is another portal with another opportunity for manifestation. And we've been having quite a few portals lately, but this one only happens once a year, so October 10th. And what it does is an amplifying portal. So basically is when you have the two numbers together, 1 and 0, 1 meaning new beginnings and new everything. New beginnings, new love, new job, new money, new success, new opportunities. And 0 amplifies the potency of the number that is behind, there is ahead of it. So it is really 10xing everything. So hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me. So I'm doing today a manifestation session for the portal 1010, which is a portal for amplifying, manifesting, and getting rid of the old, of what you don't want, but bringing in the potency, the manifestation of everything that you desire. You might have been experiencing tiredness lately, not sleeping well, or maybe just feeling having a foggy head. That could be all influence of this portal. So this portal coming in is going to get rid of all those symptoms and will put you in the right frame of mind so you can start manifesting. So whatever your wish is, it's going to come in much faster, much stronger, 10 times what you usually would have come. So whatever your wish is, whatever you want to manifest, it's important to have that in mind tonight for this session that I'm doing in order for you to multiply that energy. So the portal alone already multiplies everything by 10. 10x is everything. And the tool that I'm using today is called the Table for Accelerated Prosperity. And it is a radionic table. And for those who do not know what a radionic table is, it is a tool for detecting energy to really balance your energy field, bring in balance from within, and to clear the negativity from around your environment, and also to balance all your energy fields, your energy bodies, and to raise your vibration. So usually when we are under stress, when we have a lot going on, and if we are close to those who have negative energy around them, most people can pick up energy from others without even knowing. If you're fine when you leave your house in the morning to go to work, but you come back at night a total different person, and if you guys have already experienced that and you don't even recognize yourself, but probably because you have picked up some energy along the way. And it is normal that happens. It is not normal to stay in that frame of mind for too long. You can even feel that you're too tired, you have no motivation, you're angry, and that can last for a while. But if you are consistently and repeatedly in that mindset, in that frame of mind, it's not good for you. It's not good for your health. So it's good to balance your energy every so often to clear those energies from around your field so you can be yourself. You can attract things into your life. You can be productive. You can sleep well. You can just be calm and not non-reactive to stuff. So oftentimes we don't even know why we're doing things throughout the day. And we just like on the autopilot sometimes, or most of the time, and we're just reacting to stuff, and that's not a good sign. Okay, so tonight I'm using the tool of the Table of Accelerated Prosperity, which is a tool that has the power to clear and the tools to clear all these energies from your mind, from your heart, from your physical body, from your spiritual body. And also it clears beliefs. If you have belief systems, which it's normal to have, but if you have belief systems with beliefs that are not yours, oftentimes they're not, they are most likely from your parents or from those who raised you, or you can pick up beliefs from society, from collective, and you can start thinking and feeling like them, and that you can start living your life around those energies, around those patterns, and that's not good. If you have beliefs, a lot of beliefs that can keep you in the past, and all of them do, you have difficulty moving forward. You have difficulty attracting stuff. You have a difficulty manifesting money, bringing in abundance into your life, or growing financially, because you're always going back to the past. And usually when in the present we are not manifesting, is because we are behaving as the same person that you were in the past. We have not changed. You have not evolved. And so if you are repeating patterns with no improvement, it means that you cannot bring in new stuff. You have to release the bad, to release the old. You have to release, hold on a second, I don't know what's happening here. You have to release those patterns that are not yours. And with this tool, we can clear a lot of things. We can clear things that are generational. We can clear things that are from your family line, ancestors. You can clear things that you've stored in your energy field, in your heart, in your mind. And those things, without even knowing, they're part of your life, and they shape your personality, and you start behaving according those patterns. And that's why I bring again like the autopilot, because you're just responsive to things that are happening and they are not even yours. So it is very important to not only 10x this energy of this 1010 portal with this tool, but it is also important to make sure that you are clearing all the negativity and clearing things that have happened probably in this lifetime or in other lifetimes that are not letting you bring in what you want. So for those who haven't seen this tool yet, this is what this tool looks like. This is the colors of the table. The black and the gold are colors for manifestation. So the gold is pure manifestation, and everything around it is to bring in good energy, balance, and manifestation fast. So here are all the emotions that we can clear from the heart. There are dozens of emotions from the heart, beliefs from the mind, and energies and DNA stuff, cellular stuff that could be stored in you, that could have been changed your physiology. This can be changed as well from the physical. And of course, energies from the spiritual realm that could be playing a role onto influencing you to being who you are today, how you're doing things, and keeping you stuck. Here is how we measure the vibrational frequency from 0 to 10, from 0 to 100. And this is to activate the spiritual realm and the energies around your field so you can bring in manifestation. So before we start the session, I always ask people to have in mind one wish that you want to bring into fruition. So pick what you want to manifest, right? If you want to write it on a piece of paper with your name above it, so write your name and what you want to manifest, and let's join your energy with mine here on the table. So the collective, whatever desire that you have, whatever wish for this new portal, we're going to bring into fruition faster. Okay, so I'm using a pendulum. Like I said, the pendulum is a tool to identify and to clear energies and things that we need to remove from the field, from the body, from the chakras, to align, to balance. So this is the tool that picks up the information from the subconscious mind and translates into pointing to the tool that I need to work with in order to materialize what we want or release and clear what we don't. Okay, so if you are in for this portion of the session, which is starting now until the end, which takes about 30 to 40 minutes, if you are in to manifest, to take advantage of this portal, sit down, lay down, relax, be in a quiet environment with no interruption, and stay until the end. Otherwise, you don't receive the benefits of the session. Okay? All right. So I use citrine crystal, which is a very powerful crystal for manifestation. And I use clear quartz as well. And these are all magnifiers for manifestation, okay? So I use commands when I do the table. Any radionic table works with commands. And there's different types, many types of radionic tables, but they all have the same the same purpose, which is to clear and to manifest. Then it can be used towards health. It can be used towards abundance. About, let's say, if you want to, this one specifically, if you want to sell a property, if you want to buy a property and you have a house for sale on the market, but it's stuck, it's been there for months and you can't sell it, this can help you out. If you having, depending on the person, right? Because sometimes you might not even need this one for health issues, but this can help with health issues as well, with emotional, psychological, spiritual. And I have another table that I work with as well. So usually before I work with someone, I always test what it is that they need and which tool is the most indicated for that specific situation. Okay, but this can work on a wide variety of issues. All right, so I'm going to use my commands. If you're ready, I'm going to start. All right. I ask in this moment to open the table for accelerated prosperity session. Ask for all the energies, the positive energies, the enlightened energies to be present and balance the collective, balance me, and to bless all its practitioners during the session. Open, open, open. I am the connection with the divine presence of light, Adriana. I'll say it again and you say your name next, okay? I am the connection with the divine presence of light. Say your name. All right. So now I'm going to see how much the frequency is for the collective. So what is the frequency for this group? So I'm going to, if you wrote down a piece of paper, your wish, just leave it there with you, with your name and what you want to manifest. I have mine right here, as if yours was on the table too, okay? So energetically, everything that you're trying to manifest is brought onto the table. So what is the first, what is the initial frequency for the collective? It's at 5. So from 0 to 100, it's at 5. That's normal, okay? And by the end of the session, the energy will rise, so it'll be all good. All right, so another thing I wanted to bring on is, like, you're going to hear me say a couple of phrases that are empowering phrases. They are to magnify the potency of the table, and also to connect our energy with the energy of the divine in order for us to release the negativity around the group, around in our field, And so remove the blockages and make the connection with the Creator so we can manifest, okay? Because everything that we bring into fruition comes from the source. It's not ours, it's from universal energy. All right. So I'm placing the crystals and I'm going to ask, what is the first blockage that we need to release from the mental of the collective in order for manifestation to come through? Okay, mental locks. So when we work with mental locks, we are releasing thoughts that you have thought in your head, but you lock them in there, and as if you didn't want it to be released, as if you didn't want it to be seen or heard or perceived by anyone, as if you had like a secret with yourself. So we're going to release the thoughts, everything stored in your brain that you don't need to carry. We need to actually have it flow so we can bring in different stuff. So that's mental lock. What's the next obstacle from the mental level of the collective that we need to release? Copy of the past. Copy of the past is whatever you do is exactly the same as you did yesterday and the day before yesterday and last month and the year before that. So is repeating what you've done in the past, but the funny thing is you're repeating yourself, but you want different results. There's no way. You can't. You have to do something different in order to produce a different result. So copy of the past is really repeating yourself over and over and feeling stuck, really, because you're not bringing anything new, right? Give me a second here. Where is the other one? Yeah, and also because not only repeating that, but it could be that you are trying to imitate the behavior of someone. This is typical of us adults, right? If you have caught yourself sometimes saying things like your parents did, or you're like, oh my God, I'm sounding exactly like my mom. So we learn things so well from them that we end up behaving and saying and even having the movements, or the expressions, the facial expressions, whatever it is, mannerisms of your parents or of whoever was closer to you growing up. So we're releasing that too, because we need to be authentic in order to manifest. We can't copy anybody. What is the next obstacle from the mental level of the collective that we need to let go of? Vicious thoughts. It's thinking the same thing 10 times a day, every day, right? Usually about finances. How are you going to manifest this? How are you going to pay for that? Are you going to move forward? How are you going to have the money to pay this bill and that bill, and so on and so forth? Choo-choo. No more? No. All right. So I'm going to do... Yeah, let me release that first. So we're going to release the obstacles, the blockages from the mental level first, and then we'll move on to the emotional. And if you want to repeat, if you want to do the hand placement on your body as I go, you can. Or if you don't, that's fine. I'll do it for the collective. That's all good. Creator of all there is, I ask to be canceled, transmuted, and transformed. The mental locks, the copy of the past, and the vicious thoughts of the collective watching the session and myself on the mental level. Cancel now, transmute now, transform now. It is done, it is done, it is done. I place the hand on the head and I say the commands. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He. All right, so now we're moving forward towards the emotional. So what do we have to release regarding emotions? from the heart, from the collective. Injustice, separation, and ingratitude. So the emotions that come up are usually things that you think, that you feel, things that have crossed your mind regarding others. You might feel that you are injustice because things are not happening for you. You might feel as like a victim, or you might feel that you're separated from the collective even, right? That things just happen just to you, that everything else happens for other people, but you don't get anything, and that kind of thing. Ingratitude, you might, again, having that victim mentality and feel that there is this ingratitude towards you, right? Which is not a good thing. So we have to clear all that. What else do we need to clear from the emotional side of the collective, from the heart? Discouragement, freak out, and pessimism. So feeling discouraged about your present situation, about where you're at financially, freaking out really regarding the piles of bills to pay, or the shortage of money, or really because of you're feeling injustice, or whatever you're feeling. It's different for everyone, but something along those lines. And feeling the pressure, right, of the pessimism, feeling the pessimism, feeling negative, feeling that nothing goes right for you because everybody else has it right, you don't, and it's always one thing negative after another, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're going to clear that too. What else do we clear from the emotional level of the collective? What are the emotions that have to go in order for them to manifest their wish in this portal? All right, so this is curse, insecurity, and frustration. You might feel that you've been cursed somehow. You might feel that something have been done to you. Because it's just like a sequence, a flow of continuation of bad events, negative events, and things that just keep repeating themselves or growing as a snowball kind of thing. And also feeling that there is insecurity around you. Of course, if you're not manifesting what you want, and if you're in lack, you're vibrating in lack, then you feel insecure regarding the money part, regarding your future, and so forth. And frustration towards your situation, right? Towards what's not happening, because things could be different. All right, so we're gonna clear all these emotions, okay? Creator of all there is, I ask to be canceled, transmuted, and transformed. Injustice, separation, and gratitude. Discouragement, freak out, and punishment. And pessimism, Curse, insecurity, and frustration from the emotional level of the collective and mine. Cancel now, transmute now, transform now. It is done, it is done, it is done. Now I place my hand on my heart and I say the words, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He. There's a heaviness in this one. I don't know if you feel anything, but I felt like a heavy energy. It will dissipate as we go with the session, okay? Now we're going to work on the physical body. What do we have to release from the physical body of the collective regarding the obstacles, during this portal 1010 for them to manifest. DNA reprogramming. So we have to go as deep as reprogramming what the memory in your DNA in order for you to manifest. So DNA memory is from your past lives, is from your parents, from growing up, from your birth, whatever you've heard, have seen, whatever passed on to you, whatever. It's a line, right, that goes into the family line, and it keeps coming and coming and coming. So we're gonna stop the pay forward with this DNA reprogramming. Okay, so whatever you've picked up and has been passed on in your family line until it got to you, and here. All right, we're going to end this. So your DNA is going to be reprogrammed, and it's going to have a new memory on it, so you can start having positive outcomes from it. And what is the next? Blockage from the physical body of the collective mind regarding the portal 1010 that we need to let go of in order to manifest. Maternal memories. So everything that you've picked up from your mother regarding money, regarding manifesting, regarding the dynamics she had with the money, how she grew money, how she blocked money, how she was against money, and so on and so forth. So all that sequence of events and behaviors that she had or has towards money, manifesting wealth, and whatnot. All right, give me 1 second. All right, and again, once you let go of these memories, the manifestation can flow in, okay? Because this is gonna be unblocked, and there's gonna be no resonance anymore with the maternal energy, which is the stronger one in you. Could have been paternal, but in this case of this collective, it's maternal, okay? All right, let's clear what's on blocking your physical body. Creator of all there is, I ask to be canceled, transmuted, and transformed. Maternal memories and DNA reprogramming from the physical body of mine and the collectives. Cancel now, transmute now, transform now. It is done, it is done, it is done. So for the physical body, hands forwards. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He. And the heat on both my hands is insane right now. I usually don't feel this doing these sessions, like of this table, but now I did. All right. We're going to clear what's blocking your spiritual body. So all the blockages that you've picked up spiritually from other dimensions, we're going to let go of them. So what is blocking the spiritual body of the collective? That is stopping them from manifesting abundance, money, magnetic field. All right. So when we work with magnetic field, we are really removing any devices that were implanted into your magnetic field. And I'm talking about spiritual devices, things from other dimensions that are used in order to have you behave in a certain way that's not yours, that's really controlled, that is beyond your power of perception, and this starts having you behaving, feeling a certain way that is just atypical to you. It's just not you, right? But you can't really do anything about it because you don't even know it's there. But the table picks it up. So there is this influence onto you guys that needs to be taken off. All right. What is the next obstacle that needs to be removed from the spiritual body in order for the collective to manifest? This is energy clearing, okay? The yawning part. Ancestors is anybody in your family line, in your lineage, that can go from this lifetime to any other, okay? That has passed on whatever has happened regarding money, manifestation, blockage, has passed on to you. And this energy is still playing part onto your life today. It's still influencing the way you behave, the way things happen for you. So it's good that we're clearing it, because it can go very far behind. All right. Now we're going to do to identify which universal laws are really going to be positive or helping you manifest. Wow, it's a lot of energy here. Help Manifest whatever. Hold on a sec. So whatever universal laws need to be manifested, that have to be activated in order to help you manifest. Okay, so there are many universal laws. We work with a few, and whatever comes up is what you need to activate. So what is the first universal law that the collective needs to have activated? Law of correspondence. So you have to make sure that in this session that your energy is corresponding to your manifestation. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, your energy level, your vibration has to be on the same level of your wish. Because if this correspondence is not up to par, if it's not even on the same level, they're like waves. Okay, waves vibrate on different levels. They never really crisscross. They never overlap each other because they never encounter. So if you're vibrating down here, your manifestation of what you wish to manifest is up here, you're not gonna catch up unless you go up, because the energy of what you want is never low. Okay, it's always high. But your mind, your emotions, your thinking, your beliefs make your energy vibrate very low. So that's why the table raises your vibration so you can come to the same level of your wish. Let's say you want a car, okay? Your car is vibrating all the way 600 hertz and up, but you vibrating at 20, 40, you can't bring the car into fruition. Right? That's why we say that if you want to manifest anything, you have to be happy, because happiness is the easiest way to manifestation, because it's the easiest emotion to feel. You can switch from sad to happy very quickly, right? If you watch something, if you are with friends, if you're eating something you like, if you're in nature, whatever, you can go up faster. And that's the easiest way. All right. Let me go back to my laws. And that was what? Correspondence, right? All right. Yeah, so make sure that correspondence law is not vibrating at scarcity, right? because if you're thinking you don't have, if you're afraid of not having, that's a scarcity. What is the next law we need to activate in order for the collective to manifest? Law of harmony. So harmony is everywhere around you, right? The universe is in harmony. Even in the midst of chaos, there is harmony because things are happening the way they're supposed to happen. Eventually, when the chaos ends, harmony comes back, right? They balance each other off. So it's to have your wish, whatever you're wanting to manifest now that you have in your head, to get in harmony with what's going on. So bring your wish into harmony with the universe. So bring it up to a higher level. So with your peace, with your positivity, and not the chaos inside of you. Try and bring it to harmony. Have harmony within you in order to manifest what you want. Along those lines, okay? Like I said before, your wish is always vibrating high. Try and come into harmony with your wish by vibrating at a higher vibrational level. All right. I activate the law of correspondence and the law of harmony in order to manifest and say your wish, okay? Whatever you wanting to manifest. I'm gonna say mine. Okay. And I am releasing energy, which is good. It's great for you guys. All right, what are we doing now? We're going to activate the portal of financial blessings. Let's go. I activate the portal of financial blessings. Activate and potentialize extra money. Activate and potentialize new sources of income. Activate and potentialize money in large quantities. Activate and potentialize financial miracles. Activate and potentialize magic money. Activate and potentialize new codes of universal prosperity. Activate and potentialize the surging of wealth. Activate and potentialize possibilities with abundance of money. Activate and potentialize the update of a new financial reality. Activate and potentialize the increase of wages and income. Activate and potentialize financial blessings. Activate and potentialize the anchoring of the endless money energy. Activate and potentialize the dematerialization of poverty, scarcity, lack, and non-consciousness of money. I activate the restoration of the golden magnetic bodies of prosperity, wealth, abundance, and money, as well as profit and money profit. Activate, activate, activate. All right. Now, I'm going to measure the vibrational frequency one more time to see where you guys at. You begin with 5. What is the vibrational frequency of the collective now after having received the session? Great. You guys are at 100 all the way up. That's perfect. Let's close the session then. Creator of all there is, I ask that all chakras, bodies, and dimensions of mine and the collectives be totally aligned to the divine consciousness. So it is under the light. I thank the highest energies present in the session, as well as the crystals, the pendulum, the collective, and myself for being part of the session. So it is. And this is it. And the session. How are you guys feeling? You guys okay? Are you guys good? Okay. So whatever you guys experience, if any symptoms, don't pay attention to it. It's going to clear, right? This tool works fast. So what it does, it potentializes, because we are in a portal 1010, so it is potentializing this already potentialized energy of the 1010 portal. Usually people suggest that you do rituals and spells and whatnot. The best way to expedite, accelerate, and intensify the energy of a portal is to receive a session with this tool. I don't know any most powerful tool than this one to manifest anything. So don't get too attached to the result, to the outcome. Put it out there, just set it free, and we'll come back. But just detach from the outcome, okay? The more relaxed you were regarding this that we did now, the faster we'll come back to you, okay? When you least expect. But keep your head, free of trouble and thoughts and whatnot. Whatever you wanted to manifest fast, it will come. And this portal energy is here for that, okay? So things will move along, we'll start detaching from the past and so on. If you have something more specific that you'd like to work on, that you'd like to detach from, change and manifest, you can always book a private session with me, or you can do a family session if you want to do this with your folks or whatever, in couples, doesn't matter. Reach out, we can work on something. I'm about to launch tomorrow my new website, but I'm going to give it to you guys. If you want to look me up, you can already check what I do and what's on the website, www.transformtherapies, AB, my initials, for Adriana Barros, A for Apple, B for Bravo.com. Okay, go check me out, and everything is there, all the sessions, all the tools that I use, who I work with, who my sessions are for. And if you want to book a session, you can send me a message on the website, and or you can reach out to me on TikTok, send me a DM, and we go from there. Okay, if you don't follow me yet, start following me, because I always do these sessions and different themes, but there's always something that'll help the collective clear and manifest. There's other two modalities that I work with as well, so I try and balance off. Like sometimes I'll do the Table for Accelerated Prosperity session, other times I'll do Body Talk, or the other session which is for mental health, for angel healing. So stay tuned, and if anything that you'd like to know more in depth, if you have any personal questions, send me a message. I'll be happy to help. Okie doke. Thanks for joining. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving on Monday, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. If not, I will catch you on another time. Okay? And have a great night and a great weekend. Bye now.